It's a bit odd seeing 20 years of my things all laid out in front of me because I've never really seen all these things together. I made them in different chapters of my life, so to see them all in one place is really strange. But what's interesting is that looking at the way Lee's curated it, there really is a thread between what I've been doing, which I almost didn't realise until now. There's different threads in the show. I mean, one of the main ones is probably dealing with mortality because I had a near-death experience as a teenager, so that kind of experience runs through the show. But the basement deals with kind of the underbelly of those emotions, and it's more sort of psychological. And then this floor is more of a museum-y, but with a tinge of a sort of hospital overtone to it. And then upstairs we have a happy space that really looks out at the world and explores some of the public work I've been doing. The story behind the pink picture is that about 2-3 years ago, another artist called Anish Kapoor got the exclusive rights to use the world's blackest black material in his art, which meant no other artist could use it. And I thought that was really unfair and sort of mean. So I'd been making paints to make my work with for like 20 years, and I put my pink on the internet as a bit of a joke, but also to make a point about exclusivity and accessibility of art materials, really. And the pink blew up on the internet and became a bit of a sort of viral phenomenon. And when you bought it on my website, you had to agree that you weren't Anish Kapoor and you weren't going to share it with him and you weren't an associate of his.
Then it becomes obvious, you know, a mirror piece.
Annoyingly, Anish got his hands on it, he dipped his middle finger in it and posted a picture on Instagram. So what I've done for this show is I've stolen the Instagram post back, painted it in oil paint and brought it back into the art world. It feels like the whole thing's made a sort of cyclical kind of movement. Makes sense. One of the pieces that stands out really strongly for me is a painting called A Pounding Outside Poundland. It's actually, I got assaulted at 5 o'clock in the afternoon in my hometown outside Poundland because I was wearing makeup, and a couple of guys got out of a car and kicked me in the face, and my nose is still wonky. So I revisited that experience and I made a painting of that, and I think it's one of the better things that I've made. So it was quite nice to see that again.
He's an interesting artist because he's got a lot of different sides to his personality and to his work. There's this meeting place between public and private, which is really interesting because his work is intensely personal. You know, that's why we included the floor that we're standing in now, which is kind of very much to do with the origin of the work. When he had that near-death experience, he basically flatlined, and so his work began when he died in a way. So we wanted to talk from that perspective. So we're kind of talking through the work. It's not necessarily in any kind of chronological order, but what it does do, and this is what Stuart does very well, is mingle the personal and the public, the interior and the exterior.